He wants to freelance until freelance starts freelancing them. Freelancing is sold as freedom, but the reality is louder. Skills do not automatically pay your bills, and talent without structure will humble you very, very fast. Today, we're talking the real side of freelancing, monetizing your skills, navigating the struggle, and also understanding the business behind the buzz for young professionals in Nigeria and Africa. No hype, no filters, just real talk. Welcome to Talk the Talk with Oshefu. And I'm here with Stephanie, not just to talk about dreams, we'll talk about decision, process, and the truth behind the glossy captions. Let's talk it. So, Stephanie, I would like you to introduce yourself.
Hey, hi everyone. My name is Stephanie Ideho Irawia. I'm a freelancer. I'm also a tech trainer. I'm a full stack developer. That's a software developer, and I am a lot of things. But that's basically it. That's like the general of it. I'm a social media manager.
Wow, a lot of things. Just give us the tip of the iceberg. So, anybody that's listening to this, you can go up on any social media platform and look up for Stephanie. She's on X. If you want me to share a handle, I will do that for you. So you can follow her and also engage with her post. So let's jump right into it. Right. We've been hearing the word freelancing from 2020, and I was wondering if you could tell us what it really means because a lot of people have been hearing it. It's more like a cliche right now. So can you tell us what freelancing is?
Okay, so the simplest way I can put freelancing is you are employed by yourself. So you are self-employed. It means you are working for yourself as much as you're working for other people. So you're not doing like, you don't have like a company you go to every day from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Right? You control your time, you control your schedule. Basically it means you are self-employed, right? You have the skills, you have services that you give to different people. So you can we can work with multiple people, you can work with multiple companies, right? You can go on contracts, but it just means that you are working for yourself.
Okay. All right. So let's talk about the business of one, right? Because you can work for yourself at your own pace with a lot of people at the same time. So let's talk about the business of one. In your experience, what is the biggest reality check young professionals face when they stop dreaming about the side hustle and actually starting to monetize their skills?
Okay, so um I think that's a really good question, and I believe a lot of people ask that question most of the time, right? So, the biggest reality check is realizing that the skill alone does not equal to your income. Like, imagine I have the skill. Imagine I know how to build websites, and nobody knows about this thing. How do I get money? Right? So it's not just having the skill alone. The skill is like the first step, right? So apart from getting the skill, you need to know how to get your clients. You need to know how to pitch to these people,
Mm.
right? You need to be able to have the skill of sales. It means having the skill where you can sell yourself, right? Why should I hire you? Why is your services relevant to what I need? Also,
Yeah.
it means putting yourself out there all the time. You can't just have your skill and then just hide your skill with you in your place of where you're learning the skill. You have to put yourself out there. So for you to be able to from I realize that it's not just only about learning the skill, but getting people that need this skill I've learned. You understand? So you have to learn the skill, you have
Yeah.
to learn sales, you have to learn how to put yourself in social media because it's not only just people you meet around. Able to also pitch to these people, right? Yes. So you need to know how a lot of things work. So it's not just only about skills alone. So that's like the biggest reality check, that it's not only about your skill. You have to learn a lot more things to be able to earn from your skills. Yes.
No. That means you have to be an all-rounder. You have to, know a lot about a lot of things for you to be able to monetize your skills to put yourself out there. So let's talk about the pricing struggle. When we talk about price struggle, how do freelancers navigate salary talk or setting rates in a competitive African market? Let's even talk about Nigerian market before we go into the African market. How do you ensure you are not undercharging for your value? It's because sometimes it's more like you're undervaluing your skills, and then the employers or those people who want to pay you to, work for them are also undervaluing what you're bringing to the table. How do freelancers price their skills?
Okay, so um first of all, I have to ask you, or I have to ask this question that you ask yourself: where
Mm,
am I in my skill? Because there are levels to your skills. I don't know if you understand. Like, you
yeah.
can be learning. For
I
instance,
do.
there are, just like when you're applying for jobs, there are junior dev, there's senior dev, right? There's internship.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't expect that I'm a junior developer. I'll now be charging as a senior developer. I don't even understand. Where you need to know the level of your value. So when I know that, like for instance, for me, before I began to charge like on a high level as a senior developer, I had to know that okay, this is what my skill can give me. So my skill can give me 100,000 to 150. So I know that okay, I
Mm,
have to, because I might not know as much as I know now 2 years ago. You understand? So
yeah.
having
Mm,
to be able to put money to your value, you first of all have to ask yourself, where am I in my skill learning? Because most of the time, people, you can't imagine that you that is just learning like a year ago, you're now charging as much as me that have been in the whole thing for 3 to 4 years or 5 years.
yeah.
So you need to
Mm,
know your value. How are you able to sustain your value? When and then you need to show your clients that, or your customer that, okay, this is what I can do and this is what I am charging. Like, you have to come out clear and tell them, okay,
mm-hmm.
if I'm going to build a landing page for you, for instance, and I'm using coding, it's going to charge this particular amount. Like, state it clearly, right? If you want to, if then maybe negotiations can come in, but there must be an amount that you've placed on your value. And so if you want to have a big cash out, then you have to go deeper into your value, into your tech skills. So the
Yeah.
higher your tech skills, the higher your pay. You understand? And then also, the higher your experience, because with experience comes a lot more than just learning a skill. It comes a lot of things. You get to meet people, you get to interact with a lot of people, and then you know that okay, I can add more money to my skill because it's something that people need. I don't know if you understand. So, however, you're going to place your salary, negotiation, salary talk, let it be on what you can really deliver, because
Mm,
I can't be paying you 250 and you're delivering 100K work for me. There'll be a problem. That is how, yes, that's how you place your value. So know your skill level. That's the first thing. If you know you are just a beginner, well, place a beginner amount, even if it's small. And then another thing is, don't just think about the money. For tech skills, it's how much projects you've done that is even your value. Because if you keep placing, okay, I just want the money, I just want the money, and then you're not having so many people that are working with you, or seeking your skill, it will be like you're not growing, even if you're learning the skill, but you're
yeah.
not applying it to real life solutions. You understand? So you have to
Yes.
start small. Don't just think about the money. Okay, tech and money. Okay, yes, but then always have a standard. Let people have value for the money that you are charging them, and that means you have to be able to
Yeah.
level up. on your skills. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to say on that. So don't
Mm.
just you can't undervalue yourself in salary talk when you've not leveled up in your skill.
Yeah, true, true. They have to balance, right? They have to be balanced. What you know, what you're bringing, and what you want to be paid. Yeah, that's really, really important. And I know you, for this next question, you have answered a bit of it from this question that you just answered. So I'm just going to ask portfolio building. In today's digital landscape, what are the essential elements of a portfolio that actually lands high paying clients rather than just looking good?
Like I'm telling my students, right? People are looking for
Mm-hmm.
solutions. So, what are you doing that is providing solution to people's, problems? That is how you build your portfolio as a tech person, especially because when you're applying for jobs in tech, they'll be like, okay, let us see your portfolio. And then if I'm an intern, rather, or if I'm a beginner, I've not worked anywhere. So how do I build my portfolio? Let it be like you just whatever you're working on, post it. Whatever you're working on, document it on GitHub, on
Mm,
social, on LinkedIn, even on Google Drives or OneDrive, right? Just make sure you're documenting whatever you're
yeah,
doing, whatever you're learning. Your learning process should be documented because it shows your progress. It shows that you're doing something. It shows that you're solving problem, and that's what you can show to your clients or show to people that are looking for your services, right? So to build a good portfolio, right, you need to show your clients that you've solved this problem before. Let's say, for instance, a client is looking for maybe to automate their emails or automate a system or something, and you've already done that in probably maybe you personally you took a personal project on automating business flows, for instance. If a client is looking for that and they come across your GitHub file or your post on socials, they'll be like, okay, this is what we're
mm,
looking for. So
yeah,
documenting is the most important. Then whatever you're working on, document it. Whatever you're doing, document it because it could be just what someone else is looking for. And then
yeah,
have your niche. Have your niche. Tech is a lot. Like tech is so big. It's a lot. I can remember when we had the wave of web development. Everybody was, I want to learn dev. I want to learn coding. I want to learn this. It became relaxed. All of a sudden there was a wave of data analysis. Everybody wanted to be a data analyst. Yes.
I get you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even before that, there was a wave of cybersecurity, cyber girl, cyber this.
Mm,
Now we're in
mm.
a wave of AI. We are literally in a wave of AI. AI,
Yeah.
there's AI there's generative AI, there's a lot of AI.
Mm,
So you need to pick one and stick with it. Yes, you can improve by including other things into what you do. But as a web
yeah.
developer, as a full stack developer, I can work with AI, right? I can include my Azure, that's clouding, that's cloud
Mm,
computing into what I'm doing. But I had to pick one. I said, okay, I'm going to learn this, and then from that I began to build my branch. So you have to
yeah.
position your niche clearly. Let people know what you're doing. So when they're looking for you, they know that it's you. I don't know if you understand.
Mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
that's just it. It's
Yeah.
not about having to write plenty things, but what you are really doing, what you are really solving. That's it.
Yeah, I totally understand you, especially when you said, the trends, and you not blame people about, what they want to do or what they are going into, because those people who are trying to sell these ideas for tech skills, most of them do that. Oh, this is the hottest one. They don't actually tell you that, okay, see, oh, we know tech is trending now. I think you should pick something, go through it, look for something you feel like you connect with and you can do very well. Just start with that one thing. But some people just come because this one is raining now, that one is useless. Now everybody is here. So how do we get a concentration? Like it's more like some people are confusing other people because I remember there was a time I was also thinking of, oh, I think I should go and start learning cybersecurity. But then when I sat down, I was like, this is what I've been doing for a long time. Why don't you just, continue doing it? If there's any other thing you need to add up, just add to it and go your way instead of, oh, today is cyber security, tomorrow is, all of that. It's just crazy. And the Nigerian market is not helping us all. I'm not going to lie. It's really crazy out there. So let's talk about small business realities, right? Contractual
Okay.
realities. One of the most common freelance struggle is the no payment or delayed payment trap. What practical steps or legal structures should a freelancer have in place before starting work?
Thank you so much for that question. Because I feel a lot of people, there's always an issue when it
I
comes to
know.
money. There's always
Yes.
issue. Pay me my money. Pay me my money. Well, to avoid
Mm-hmm.
stories that
Mm-hmm.
tell, like I said earlier, state your payment. And when you've agreed on a particular amount, let's say I said, okay, you're going to do this for 200K, and we said, okay, yeah, let's leave it at 100K, right? We finally left it at 100K. The next thing I'm going to tell you is, okay, you are paying 70% upfront or 50% upfront. You must give me some sort of money. That's the way I do
Mm,
mine, and it's an agreement. So
mm,
if we're gonna do anything, if you're a client, you need to know that you are not just nobody is here. The skill I've been learning, and because I'm a freelancer, I don't have like a steady income. That's another thing about being a
mm.
freelancer. I don't have a
Yeah.
9 to 5 has income coming every month, except the
Mm.
organization is whack and they are holding their money. But on a normal level, they're supposed to receive nobody should,
Yeah.
they're supposed to receive their money, their monthly earnings at the end of the month. But as a freelancer,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have that level, you don't have that opportunity to receive money at the end of the month. It's not certain, right? So
Yeah.
you can't
It's not.
be working for people without telling them, okay, this is what my money, this is how much my money is, and this is what you're paying me. So, if we can always put our feet on the ground and tell people, okay, this is how much you're paying me, and this is how much you are giving me for the first, it does if the client does not even want to pay full, please let them pay full. But if they don't want to pay full, right, probably because maybe they've
Yeah.
had a bad experience, then you have to pay a certain amount, a percentage, 50, 80, 70, anything that works for you. So, first of all,
Yeah.
put clear terms. And if it's possible, right, you can have like written agreements, screenshot charts, or send emails because those ones are authentic. They are authentic documents, right? So you can,
Mm.
and then invoices. Invoices is very important. You have evidence in case if the issue goes to court, because Nigerians we have plenty
Yeah.
things that's worrying us. But then you need to you need to you need to be you need to show professionalism. That's it. Because the way I present myself to you is the way the client will take me. So when a client knows that
Yeah.
working with Stephanie, this is it, then there's professionalism, and it makes everything easy for
Mm.
you. Of course, I'm not. It's not like I'll be, um, I'll come off arrogant or come off rude. No, this is business. There's no emotion in business. You understand? You need a
Yes.
prob you need
Yes.
this problem solved. I can solve it for you. Let's do business. Let's talk. We've agreed, right? So
Mm.
ensure there's professional.
Mhm.
Not that you just be laughing. Anything you have, care. No.
Oh my goodness.
So that thing will reduce the payment or delay payment thing. Ahem. So the agreement
Mm-hmm.
is the project is going to last for 3 months. The project is going to last for a month. I have my payment, first time payment, or it depends on whatever works for you. First time payment, second time
Yes.
payment, third time payment. It depends. But make sure it's clear that you state it. Okay, this is what it is. You pay me my money full, or you pay half and pay half at the end. That's it.
Mm.
So professionalism is the key word. Professionalism.
Mm. True.
Yeah.
True. I almost wanted to laugh when I was asking this question because some things just came into my mind. You see some freelancers coming to say, "Oh, I did a design for this landing page, or I worked on this website, and then this person refused to pay me my balance of the money, and then I had to go back to the website and go and this web dev term though." So people complain. It's not even just within Nigeria or within Africa. Even freelancers here in Nigeria who work with foreign clients, they end up having stuff like this, even if it's contractual. I don't know if there's always a problem of payments or something, how they are planning with the payments method, just like you explained, are not put in place correctly and they are being professional about it. So, yeah, let's move to the next one. Financial literacy. You made mention that a 9 to 5 person has a stable income. Like at the end of the month, maybe 28th, 29th, or 30th, bam, you have your alerts in your phone, bam, bam, salary for the month. But a freelancer does not have that steady income. Today you have jobs, tomorrow you wake up, maybe just one gig for you to do, or maybe no gig for maybe a day or two. How do you think, or what would you suggest? Yeah, the reality is though it gets really hard. But how would you advise a freelancer to manage their money differently from that of a 9 to 5? What are the financial literacy basics for separating personal money from business revenue? Money, 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 money.
But realistically, right? If
Yeah.
I'm gonna be very real, speaking from my own experience, I think it's
Mm-hmm.
is this year I'm trying to be very disciplined with money. If I have
Mm.
any income coming in, I told myself, well, you guys now know because I'm no longer it's no longer a secret. I told myself to put a percentage to everything, even if it's 10,000 naira that is coming in. I will
Yeah.
not just take that 10,000 naira as okay, chop money. No,
Mm.
because usually the moment the money comes in, the money is leaving because you are buying something.
Yeah.
So, or you're solving one issue or the other. But to be able to do
Mm-hmm.
that, I use an app called Corywise, and I shared it some time ago. I think on
Yeah, I've
social.
seen that. I saw it. Yeah.
And yes, it's helping me to save my money because if I have 10,000 naira, for instance, right, I take out my tithes because I believe in tithe paying. Or if I
Mm.
don't want to use it as tithe, I can use it to probably maybe help somebody or help a widow or just randomly give somebody money. But I have to take
Yeah.
out that part of. So if I'm having 10,000 naira, it means that 1,000 naira is already out of the money.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Out of the 10,000 naira that comes in, how much am I going to pay myself? Okay, let's
Mm.
say I'm going to take out 2,000 naira from the money. I'll say this 2,000 naira is for spending, right? And then out of that means I already have that's 10,000. I already have 7K. Out of the 7K, I remove 3,000 and I save it. I don't even understand. So if I'm having 100,000, that means I'm moving 30K and I'm saving it. I'm locking it. I don't want to touch it. And then that's like savings. And then I have emergency savings. I can now take 2,000 naira and, you know, put it in my emergency savings because, of course, the money we're saving is also saving us as we're living in this economy in
Yes,
Nigeria.
true.
So take out I take out the remaining balance and I put it for data because data consumes our money.
A lot.
So even if
A
I have
very lot.
data, yes. So even if I have data, there'll be a time when I won't have money but I need data. So I'll go to my data purse, pick money. So that way now you see I've been able to save and still do something I want to do. You understand? So,
Yeah.
but then there are
Mm-hmm.
times when this thing might not work out because I might be in dire need of money. Let's say, for instance, I need to pay something urgently. So you do what works.
Yeah.
If for instance, you might not need money for anything urgently. So instead of just spending the money going to go and buy this, going to go and buy that, you can just save the
Ice
money.
cream.
You understand? But
Yeah,
if you need the money urgently, then you can use it, and then But make sure in every money that comes in, make sure there's a money where you pay yourself. There's a money where you keep for savings because, like I said, in freelancing, there are times when it will be like you and freelancing people, you guys are quarreling. Nobody wants to even. They'll go months without having any gig. So what do you rely on? Nobody's true. It's true. Yeah, so what do
it's
you
true.
rely on? So you need
Honestly,
to
it's
have a
true.
backup. You need to have a backup. Yeah, so and you
Yeah.
need to be wise. Don't think as the money
Mm.
because tech money is like I don't know what to call it. You see that the money is coming sometimes. Then sometimes the money will just cease. So you need to have like
Mm-hmm,
a
mm-hmm.
back. You need to have like a backup and save because
Yes.
they be like ants. Go to the ants, you sluggard, and look at them how they are saving.
Yeah.
So, but then
No, I
yes.
really get you. And I think I like how you said save for data, save for emergency funds, save something for yourself, pay yourself at the end of the day. Somebody said you have to feed or take care of the body that works for the money. So if you don't take care of yourself and all of that, factor yourself into it, factor your savings, emergency funds, and all of that. A lot of people spend money on data, like a lot of money goes to data. If you look at it, in fact, some people's savings is lesser than the amount they use for data buying or purchasing of data. That's how that's how bad it is right now. But now let's go forward to navigating trends. We've already talked about trends. Today is cybersecurity, tomorrow is data analysis, tomorrow is UI UX research or writing or this and that. With rapid changing digital trends, how can a freelancer stay relevant without feeling like they have to learn every new tool that comes out? I know you've answered this question, but maybe you just polish it a little bit.
So, I would say relevance comes from mastering a skill.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Master a skill. Master it so that when they are looking for something, everybody know I'm a website developer. So if they're looking for a website developer, they just think of Stephanie. And that's because I have mastered my skill. Now I need people to know that
Mm.
okay, Stephanie does not only know how to do websites, but she knows how to even write models for AI. You know, then people will now be like, okay, yes, there's someone that does AI modeling and website. But people know me naturally for my website because I've mastered it and is what
Mm.
I have like my core foundation. So master one skill. When you've mastered one skill, then you upgrade to the next one. So the thing is, just master
Mm.
one skill. Master
Mm.
it. That's what I would say. If you are doing UI UX, learn it very well. Learn it that they will be looking for you. If you're a graphic designer, learn it very well. If you're a social media manager, learn it very well. That's just learn one
Mm-hmm.
skill very well. And then you have idea and then you're learning, you're broadening your knowledge on other skills. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, let's talk about scaling and community. We've already talked, I think you touched on that a little bit, networking with other people who are in the same field as you. Scaling up. When does a freelancer know it's time to move from being a solo side hustler to building a structured small business?
No man is an island, Abi.
Yes, yes.
So you in tech. Yesterday, I think I made a post where someone asked me, hey, I've forgotten the name. Let me see. He said, "Do you know?" I've forgotten the name of it. You understand? It's for
Mm,
developers and it's for emails. But me, I know, um, SMTPP. Yes, for emailing. But I didn't know that thing he said, and that was because. And but yesterday I got to know about it, right? And
yeah.
that's because I
Mm,
have a group of community, a group of tech people around me. Another thing I would say before I say the main thing is I got this far because of community. Honestly, if it was just me by myself, I don't think people will know about me as much as
Hmm.
as they do right now. Yes. So you can't say in anything really, in every hustle, right? Have community of people that do the same thing you do, because
Yes.
um people know people, and it's people that refer people to people, and it's people that bless people, and it's people that allowed you better than you allowed yourself. People let you go into rooms you normally would not be able to go in by yourself. So community, I can't overemphasize this. Please have a community. I can mention community. Let me mention communities. First of all, there's just Microsoft community. That's where I started from. I'm so grateful to
Hmm.
just let me say it very well. Let me not say it fast. Just Microsoft community,
Hmm.
right? You don't pay
Hmm.
anything to join. You literally don't pay anything to join. It's free. We also have an event coming up in April. Join that community. It might not be ideal, but it's a community for where you can start. There's Google Developers Community in Jos. There is UI UX community in Jos. See, if you don't know, look for me on X and I will send you links to this community. Telling you. There is which other community? Okay, there's also Platec. Platec is Plateau Association of Plateau companies, of tech companies. So if you're a tech holder, you're a tech company, if you're a founder, a CEO, you have a tech company or you work with tech things. So I think these are the ones I can remember now. Your community is there. So and these people they would help you, they'll give you gigs. They'll say, okay, we need a software developer, we need this, we need that. You are there, they will use you. You get money.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
if you're all alone, you won't even hear what's happening in tech. You think you know everything.
Of course.
You don't even know jack.
So true. So
Be
so
around
true.
be around people that have the same thing, because as you are learning, as you are improving on your skills, people are improving on their skills,
Mm-hmm.
right? And
Yes.
it's also it's so you people can learn together. You learn together. Honestly, you grow together. And there's nothing beautiful than you growing and learning together with people that you have like
Others.
minds.
Mm. This is really, really amazing. And there's power in community. I would say there are some gigs also that I've gotten because of people I have been together with, doing something they know and they're in my circle. So it's really powerful what community can do. Where your CVs cannot even reach, your community can take you there, or even farther than where your CVs. Because sometimes you look at the number of people who are applying for jobs, 1,000. Before you click this, you see a million applications.
Many applicants.
You see a million applications, and you just feel weak. Where do I begin from? But your community gets to hear the updates. Maybe somebody's working somewhere and then he hears the update. Just like you said, share it on the WhatsApp group, share it with somebody does this. In fact, even if the person is not even a web dev, but surrounding himself with web developers and they are looking for somebody who is a UI UX or something, it comes up. So it's really, yes, what you said is really, really important. And I think it's a key takeaway for people who are going to listen, that community is really, really powerful and it's really important in a growth of a freelancer, any skill at all. And let's go down to the last part, the actionable clues. What is one practical thing our audience or the people who are going to watch this can do today to make their freelancing business more professional and more visible? I know I've answered this question. Maybe you just, put the icing on the cake.
Okay. Have an online presence. It's very
Mm,
important. Have an online presence because people want to see. People are looking, they want to see. So give them something to see. You are good at what you do. Then let people see it. You are learning something, let people see it. I was telling my friend the other day, I said, put authentic content out there because a lot of people are getting inspired by you. So don't lie about what you're doing. Don't be the different, make the difference, or be the difference where your own
mm,
is not fake. So put an authentic online presence. Most of the things I have is because people see. Because most of the things I get are from referrals from people I don't know. They just tell me, oh, someone shared your post with me and it made lots of sense. How can we work together? And I don't know these people. He said the best people that can help you are strangers online. So
true.
please have an online presence. It's going to help your freelance business, your freelance career. It's going to help you. And it also makes
Mm,
you somehow accountable because you just have to show up, right? And showing up
yeah.
comes with a lot of responsibility and discipline. So if I can have an okay, let me break down the online presence. Now the online presence means post on your socials, post on your Facebook if you use Facebook, post on Instagram if you use Instagram. Don't bother about how many people. Now one post they make people blow. I will always say this.
That's
Now
so.
one post you
That's
might
so
just be
true.
posting like people might not see or you don't have enough engagement. Trust
Mm,
people are watching but they will not react. When I hear people tell me about my content, I'll be like, but you didn't like this thing. In my head, I'm like, no, they didn't have
you
to
didn't
like
appreciate.
it, but they saw it and it made an
Yeah.
impact in their life. So,
Mm,
so make sure you post wherever, whatever socials you use. LinkedIn is very good, especially for tech, because LinkedIn is like the professional field. You can't do anyhow on LinkedIn. So
at all.
always
Mm,
LinkedIn, yes. Have a structure. Your name, what you do, your contact address, and then examples of what you've done. If you can get testimonials, people want to work with people that people have worked with. So if I've worked with you, or please help my life, ma, help my life, sir. Please drop a review for me. True,
yes.
because
True, true.
people will see what other people have said, how they, if you're even having real life projects that you're solving, you understand.
Mm-hmm.
So with
Mm-hmm.
all of this, you will see that opportunity will meet you prepared. Yeah.
True,
So
true.
that's it. So just prepare yourself, be disciplined. I know consistency is like the hardest thing. Even for
Very
me.
difficult.
Even for me,
But you just have to
consistency
do
is
it.
you have to do it. Show up,
Mm-hmm.
try, show up, post, learn, then experiment what you're learning, right? Post what you're
Very
learning,
true.
building
Mm.
yourself. In the next 6 months, you'll be so wowed at what you've been able to accomplish,
Yeah,
and
true.
you just get started.
Hmm. I totally enjoyed this conversation. It's a post, 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 and be careful what you post. I just remember there was an interview I did, and there was a post I posted about communications, press release and how people around that IBOM air time though. So I just thought, there was a better way IBOM air would have, handled the situation with their press release. And then that same interview I was having, somebody went, if I didn't write it myself, like I didn't, it's different from when you use AI tools to write and what comes from your head, you remember, but you use it just generates it for you, you will not remember. And I was like, this is really important. There are some things you don't really see on social media anyhow. Because if you're not authentic, you'll not be able to defend yourself. in front of people you want to work with. So authenticity, it's actually even one of the principles of social media. If you want to go far, you have to be authentic. So, and freelancing, of course, it's not a shortcut. It's a commitment, just like showing up on the socials every day. people, to people who listen, to learning to structure and to yourself. You're not behind. Nobody's behind. Trust me. There's no timeline for everything. Just move with what you have. Know yourself. Just like Stephanie has said, master your skill. You're not late. You're always on time. Thank you for talking with us today, Stephanie. I really, really enjoyed it. I enjoyed everything that you talked about, from freelancing to, managing your finances, becoming a professional, and how to, especially the most important part for me was the pricing aspects of it all. It's really, really key, because why are we doing all these things if not to feed and to fend and to provide for ourselves? Money. So we need to know how to price our skills. Very important. You said because of the level you are at and what you've been able to master along the way, you give out your price that is equal to what you have to offer. So um, this is Talk the Talk with Shepo. Thank you, and see you next episode.